What's up with the skirt?
Not getting that camera back.
Give it back. She likes you. Get off me, you freak.
An act of peer pressure.
You're being tough around your boys. Is that why you pushed Avery?
I didn't want my friends to think I was gay.
Leads to a tragic accident.
I just pushed him away. Didn't mean for him to go over the bridge.
But the real tragedy is just beginning.
The DA is taking over the prosecution.
You're looking to charge him as an adult?
An emotional new SVU next Wednesday on NBC.
On an all-new Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon, James Spader drops by. NBC Tonight.
Your one news source. This is NewsCenter1.
Good evening, I'm Shad Olson. This is NewsCenter1 at 10. Police in Mitchell say that a 19-year-old student has now been found dead at a Dakota Wesleyan University dormitory. That student, identified as Bo Keeter, was discovered this morning. No obvious cause of death has yet been established. An autopsy will be conducted within the next 24 hours. Tonight, the Mitchell community in mourning, holding a prayer service and offering counseling services to fellow students. Search and rescue crews working for almost 5 hours today to free two men, a father and a son, trapped in a trench. Over the noon hour, the two men were digging a trench for a sewer line on Highway 79 just north of Hermosa. That's when that trench collapsed, trapping the men up to their waist. Digging by hand, crews extricating the men one at a time earlier this evening and transporting them via life flight to Regional Hospital in Rapid City. The patients include a 31-year-old and a 63-year-old father stuck in the trench that was 10 feet deep and 12 feet wide at the time of the collapse. First responders building a box around the men to keep the trench stable as they worked on extrication. Dozens of rescuers, as you see right there, coming together today. An estimated 50 to 60 firefighters, law enforcement personnel, and other rescuers combining to free these men while keeping them and the crews safe.
Really what happened was a very slow, methodical, well thought out rescue. At the end of the day, they came together, and it didn't matter what agency they were from or ranks or titles or anything. Everybody came here and did an outstanding job, and we did a little quick hot wash with the responders afterwards, and what you saw was just uniforms mixed up and people talking and a lot of pats on the backs and high fives, and everyone was pretty excited.
Chief Maltaverne says that thousands of hours of training goes into a situation like this. He called today's emergency a low-frequency, high-risk event. More details have been unveiled tonight regarding the Platt House fire and the tragic murder-suicide of the Westerhouse family that took place 1 week ago. The South Dakota Attorney General now saying that investigators are looking into several items, some at the scene of the fire, as well as financial documents that could be linked to a possible motive. Andrea Anderson with our affiliate station in Sioux Falls has the story.
We are in a situation where we've lost a family of 6, and we think it's due diligence and prudent for us to look at that financial information.
Attorney General Marty Jackley says investigators are in the process of sifting through hundreds of documents from a recent financial audit of Mid-Central Educational Cooperative.
Specifically, we've been advised that the state legislative audit and the Department of Education had been involved in an audit process of a contract geared up, about a $4.3 million contract.
As a result of the audit, the multi-million-dollar contract was terminated due to financial inconsistencies. Jackley said Scott Westerhouse, a business manager with Mid-Central, received that news just hours before he reportedly shot his family, set his home on fire, and then shot himself.
There are certainly a lot of questions at this point. A lot of the questions are why, which is in part why we are focusing on some of the financial documentation at this stage.
In addition to looking into the documents, investigators are also still searching through the scene of what's left of the Westerhouse's home.
At this point, certain items of potential evidentiary value have been taken in for further forensic testing. That includes a shotgun as well as some shells.
A police dog has also been on scene to help investigators find the accelerant of the fire. Jackley says that final autopsy results of the Westerhouse family are expected to be released very soon. Authorities say they don't suspect foul play in the death of a Nebraska man whose body was found in the Badlands this summer. Initial autopsy results on 39-year-old Joshua Jacobson showing no signs of trauma. Jacobson went missing while hiking in the Badlands in July, his disappearance prompting a multi-agency search that was called off back in August. But park leaders began a search of the Sage Creek Wilderness area, that after hikers spotted a backpack and other personal items last Tuesday. Jacobson's body was discovered the next day on Wednesday. For Pope Francis, a day that began at the White House, ending with a very special mass in front of an estimated 23,000 people. The day bringing together two of the most powerful men on earth who also happen to share a similar agenda. NBC's Ann Thompson reports on the Pope's historic mass and the first canonization ever to take place on American soil.
Today, Pope Francis met the American people, the average and the elite, pulling up to the White House in his modest Fiat for an elaborate presidential welcome.
In the generosity of your spirit, we see a living example of Jesus' teachings.
We are living at a critical moment of history.
The blunt-speaking Pope outlined his priorities. The son of an immigrant family, he praised our nation's immigrant roots, urged the protection of religious freedom, and commended President Obama's outreach to Cuba and action on climate change.
Climate change is a problem we can no longer be left to a future generation.
A beaming President Obama took the Pope for a tour of the White House and a private meeting. Then, under a cloudless sky, Francis toured the ellipse in the Pope-mobile, blessing the 50,000 along the route, kissing children, and by every indication, enjoying himself.
It was a blessing to see him. We waved to us and we just, felt the energy.
The whole world came together as one.
There was work to do, the business of the church. The Pope delivered a pep talk of sorts to his brother bishops, acknowledging the pain of the sex abuse crisis and lauding their efforts to make sure it is never repeated. Here at St. Matthew's Cathedral, he brought up immigration again, telling the bishops to welcome immigrants, that they will enrich the nation and the church, while outside, a small protest demanding women priests. He finished the day with another historic moment, canonizing the first saint on U.S. soil, Junipero Serra, a controversial Franciscan priest who founded missions in California, ending a day that saw this often bitterly divided city united in joy.
God bless America.
And tomorrow, the Senate and the House will welcome the Pope in a joint session. That'll be the first ever. He will make the first ever address to Congress. U.S. Senator John Thune says not only will our country be able to learn from Pope Francis, but perhaps there are a few things that the Pope can take away as well.
One of the things that I hope he takes away is that the free enterprise system is one of the greatest anti-poverty forces that the world has ever seen. And that when you allow people to act freely and to enjoy the fruits of their labor, they give.
Yeah, this Pope taking heavy fire and criticism at times over his championing of the socialist system of government and his championing as well in defense of even Marxist systems that pervaded his native Latin America. Moving to news overseas tonight, the humanitarian crisis in Europe continues to grow and increasingly expose fault lines as Western European countries force a deal on their eastern counterparts to accommodate the hundreds of thousands of refugees streaming in from Syria and elsewhere. But as the argument continues, so does the suffering. Our report tonight from NBC's Bill Neely.
Europe is battling to control its migrant crisis. French police firing tear gas, migrants attacking, furious they've been blocked from reaching Britain. Across Europe, refugees are on the move and exhausted. Countries say they're overwhelmed. Croatia seeing 30,000 in a week and deploying riot police. The migrants are bussed to Hungary, where armed troops and armoured vehicles await. They're searched by police, even small children, women having hairpins removed.
Is this a humanity? How they deal with the people in this way?
These troops have also been given new powers to open fire on migrants with rubber bullets and tear gas to keep order and to keep them out if needed. Europe's leaders have agreed to take in 120,000 migrants, less than a quarter of those who've come. the UN saying it's no solution.
This is Europe's last chance to get things right.
Because they're still coming. 3,000 people arriving within hours today on dozens of flimsy boats on one Greek island. Europe is still struggling to contain a crisis that's straining its unity, values and reputation. Bill Neely, NBC News, Vukovar, Croatia.
In an effort to tackle the migration crisis, leaders of the European Union today announcing that they will send $1.1 billion to the United Nations Refugee Agency and the World Food Program. The leaders also agreeing to step up hotspots by the end of November where migrants can be quickly registered and identified as eligible for refugee protection. And today, Secretary of State John Kerry also saying the U.S. will take 85,000 refugees next year and 100,000 in 2017. And here's a look at today's markets on Wall Street. And on this Wednesday, we hit the middle of the week in a downward fashion. The Dow losing 51 points, 16,280. NASDAQ Composite holding a little more steady, losing 4 points on the day, 47.53. The S&P also losing 4, down to 1939. And gold is down $1 and a dime to $1,130.40 on this day of trade. Chief Meteorologist Bob Briggio joining us. Couldn't have drawn it up much better. Another beautiful day.
Another great day.
Yep.
Another great day. Tomorrow will be pretty much like today, and it continues right on through the weekend. It gets boring sitting over there in that weather, center.
You don't have
something's got to happen, but nothing is happening. Everything is
kind of a cut and paste forecast.
Yeah. This is not recorded. This is live. I'm live. Yeah. So. Even though I could record this yesterday.
I don't think anybody's going to complain about the continuation of this weather pattern. It's pretty darn nice.
Not at all. I mean, the creeks are running, the aquifers are full, but everything's green. Now it's changing over. How can you complain?
Life is good.
Life is good. Just do not weaken. That's the key. Do not weaken. All right, there you have it. The high temperatures across the Black Hills. A beautiful day. Those temperatures reflect some of that. 77 Spearfish, 83 Buffalo, 70 down in beautiful Custer. Out there in the prairies, Phillip, 78 degrees. And those are the kinds of temperatures we'll see once again tomorrow with lots of sunshine.
So you'll come for the weather, but you're going to stay for the witticism and wisdom of Bob Briggio. You'll be dosing out more sage advice and your forecast as well coming up. When the forecast gets a little dull, you can tell people, those wise bits of experience that you carry with you.
Oh my gosh, I have a lot of them, believe me.
We'll get that coming up in just a bit. We're back with more news after the break. This is NewsCenter1 at 10.
This is NewsCenter1 with Shad Olson. Sports with Justin Wickersham. And weather with Chief Meteorologist Bob Briggio.
Bold. It's having the confidence to turn ordinary events into extraordinary adventures, and having enough style to turn a few heads along the way. With cool tech features like available Qi wireless charging capability, and advanced safety systems like the standard backup camera, and a sophisticated design, you can boldly go just about anywhere. Lease a new 2015 Camry SE for $159 a month or get $1,500 cash back. The 2015 Camry. Boldly explore at buyatoyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
Sometimes your home comes together perfectly. Every aspect beautifully placed. Every detail expertly crafted. And sometimes when you get no interest for 30 months or savings up to $500 on HGTV home flooring by Shaw, everything just seems to fall into place.
At Carpet One, Mount Rushmore Road, Rapid City.
This homecoming, our doggies take on the Gray Bull Buffaloes. Join the following businesses in showing your team spirit.
Once a doggie, always a doggie from Chick Financial.
Decker's Market wishes our doggies good luck.
Have a great season, doggies, from Cafe Clutch.
Pinnacle Bank says, beat the Buffaloes!
Show your team spirit and cheer on your doggies at the homecoming September 25th at 6 p.m.
Fisher Home Galleries carries some of the finest brand name furniture in America and is home to the exclusive Flex Steel Gallery. With upholstered styles and your choice of over 1,500 designer fabrics to choose from, you will be able to create your own dream home at the guaranteed lowest prices in South Dakota. And best of all, the beauty and comfort is made to last. The Flex Steel Blue Steel seat spring and frame are guaranteed for a lifetime. Invest in better quality furniture at Fisher Home Galleries, where beautiful homes begin, on West Main and Rapid City.
The Honda for You sales event is happening now, and you could get a great deal on a 2015 Honda Accord. The Accord is the best-selling midsize car in America, which makes sense because it's also the best value. And the Accord is loaded with standard features. So hurry into your Honda dealer today, and you could get a great deal on a 2015 Accord during the Honda for You sales event.
Rapid City Mayor Steve Allender getting an update from a community partner today, meeting with the Box Elder Job Corps to discuss how to better that program for students. The Job Corps prepares students by helping them build vocational skills they can take to college, the military, or straight into the workforce. That program is tied to the community with volunteer projects in and around the state. Some Job Corps students even heading out to help battle wildfires raging in the West. Program leaders are interested, letting the community know that their mission is so they can strengthen their numbers as well as South Dakota's economy.
Well, I think it's important to the people of Rapid City because it's their children that we're training. And so our goal is to keep the youth of South Dakota in South Dakota.
I think it's important because organizations like Box Elder Job Corps are community partners. They are intertwined in this community. And so in order to know and be acquainted with all the moving parts and what makes Rapid City, I think it's good for me to get out and see for myself with my own eyes.
That program is accredited through the Lead Deadwood School, and students can choose from 8 different vocational opportunities. Tonight, it was an event tailored to the smart, edgy ladies in the Black Hills called Women Behaving Badly, but it's all for a good cause. Tonight at the Barefoot Dance Studio, women gathering for a fun night out. The event kicking off the South Dakota Book Festival with a dance, performance, and presentation by 2 notable authors from the festival. The reason for the name? Alcoholic beverages were available for sale. Those profits will go to the Dakota Instrument Drive.
We collect used instruments in the spring, and then we refurbish them over the summer, and then they go to kids from YFS and the Klepper Boys to get a musical education. They probably wouldn't have the opportunity if not for this. It's very expensive to buy and even rent instruments.
Women Behaving Badly takes a risque angle on fundraising, but they say that's what makes that event so much fun.
Definitely gets people's attention. They want to know what it is, what we're doing, because there are so many different charity events and stuff going on. This really kind of sticks out because people ask, what is that? And then they find out that it helps the Dakota Instrument Drive.
And the Dakota Instrument Drive holds this unique event every 1 or 2 years. Well, we're still seeing some warmer temperatures as we officially begin fall. Bob Riggio in next with a best of both worlds look at your not so fall-like weather forecast.
Want a smart way to dress up a room? Buy now and get a 3-piece package for as low as $199. Lots of rugs are half off. Visit Flooring America today to shop smart and buy smarter.
This homecoming, join the following businesses in supporting our Longhorns.
Villas Pharmacy and Healthcare Store wishes the Longhorns a great season.
Good luck, Longhorns, from the First National Bank. Show your team spirit at homecoming September 25th at 7 p.m.
Start the season off right at Cabela's Fall Savings Event. Gear up with deals like $50 off Herter's 600-gram breathable hunting waders, $40 off Bigfoot B2 full-body Canada Goose decoys, 20% off select camo accessories, and 40% off Cabela's Alaskan Guide sleeping bags. Savings this big won't last long, so hurry into Cabela's Fall Savings Event. Shop in store or online at Cabela's.com.
The model year closeout is on now at Granite Buick GMC, your participating Rushmore Buick GMC dealer. Choose from the tri-state area's largest selection of GMCs with over 100 Sierras, Terrains, Canyons, Yukons, Duramaxes, and RMTs in stock. Get $10,000 in savings on GMC Sierra and drive a new Buick for only $299 a month with no money down. Don't miss the model year closeout on now at Granite Buick GMC, your participating Rushmore Buick GMC dealer.
Papa Murphy's pizzas are hot because you bake them in your own oven, and you can taste the difference. When they cool a little, of course. Home bake a large Papa's Perfect with half pepperoni, half Hawaiian. Just $9. Fresh made, fresh baked. Papa Murphy's. Love at 425 degrees.
It's the grand opening at Simply Sleep Better, where you'll find great savings on just the right mattress. Get a queen-size Simmons Beauty Sleep Plush Euro Top mattress set for just $3.99. Or experience recharging sleep on a Beauty Rest queen-size mattress set with air-cool foam and gel touch foam for only $5.99. Plus, get 2 years no interest and a free 7-night vacation for 2 at your choice of locations in the United States or the world with a minimum purchase. Better prices, better advice. Simply Sleep Better. Now at 2 locations by Rushmore Crossing and on Mount Rushmore Road, Rapid City.
In 1 year.
Michael Phelps is going to win gold. Usain Bolt, he's still the king. Oh my gosh! 3-peat Olympic gold.
The 2016 Olympic Games, live from Rio on the networks of NBC Universal.
This weather brought to you by Black Hills Power.
This is NewsCenter1 weather with Chief Meteorologist Bob Riggio.
All right, let's start off by looking at the numbers for today, that first day of autumn, and not bad, huh? 72 is normal, 78 was our high temperature, 43 normal, 56 was our high temperature. No moisture today, but we're still well above normal. Again, just about 9 inches above normal. It's been a wet year. 640 sun up, 648. Sun will be going down. Rapid City, we have a few little clouds, 57 right now. Winds are out of the southwest at 6. We had a little bit of a wind gust of 23 miles per hour. Not too terribly bad. We're over here in Spearfish. Clear skies there. 63. Winds are calm in the town of Spearfish up in the northern hills. Satellite radar. Here's the weather story right here. It's affecting East River down over eastern part of Nebraska. They've been dealing with some flooding down there. I forgot to tell our director. Hopefully she has that video from Council Bluffs. If it doesn't pop up here, she doesn't have it. I should have told her to set that up. All right. Anyways, the Council Bluffs area, they received up to 8 inches of rain within a 4-hour period. So the streets were flooded, the Omaha metropolitan area, thousands of people without power because of all the flooding, and the schools were closed. Oh, she's great. There she is. She got it on up there. Thank you, Miranda. You can see the streets just inundated with, this is Council Bluffs, is right across the river from Omaha, and Omaha had quite a bit of rain as well. Out at the airport, Epley Airfield, they had 5 inches of rain. South Dakota missed it. The heavier rains were down in Nebraska, but southeastern South Dakota, yeah, there's a little bit of rain going on. We'll take a closer look at that shortly. This is tomorrow. There goes the low. That's going to take the rain over into Minnesota, Iowa. Still some wraparound showers for the Vermilion area and the Yankton area. And then on Friday, that low just sort of just dries up, but still some shower activity over the eastern portion of Nebraska. Here we go. Here's another look. Let me get on this side so we can get a better view of everything. Heavy rains over in Tripp County, south central South Dakota. You can see the range extend into the southeastern part. Thunderstorms down here. That's all moving on up. So more rain expected in our state, the southeastern portion of South Dakota, throughout the evening tonight and tomorrow. Already over an inch in winter. A flash flood warning in that area is in effect, and a flash flood watch is in effect for southeastern South Dakota. As 4/10 in Chamberlain, 2/10. Not a lot, but the storm system is going to continue to pump quite a bit of rain down there. This is tomorrow afternoon, 2:30. Still some scattered showers over southeastern South Dakota. And then things try to dry up a little bit on Friday. But as far as we're concerned, west of the Missouri River, partly cloudy skies tomorrow, partly cloudy skies again on Friday. More rain, as I said, over the next couple of days. They expect another couple of inches, possibly even some areas another 4 inches, and that's why they have this flash flood watch area. That's the green area. That's in effect throughout the evening tonight and tomorrow. And the warning area, flood warning area down over in the Tripp County, south central South Dakota in the winter area. High temperatures, there they are. We see them in the 70s all across the state. And you compare those temperatures to yesterday. Remember, yesterday was rather cool. Much warmer, our part of the state, but with all the rain and the clouds, a little bit cooler today than yesterday over in East River. Here's the forecast for the Black Hills. Let's get that on up there. There you have it, 76 Phillips, 78 Faith. Pine Ridge is 78 as well, and Custer they had 76, 74 Hill City, 80 Belle Fourche, 79 in Sturgis. Here's the forecast, 52 tonight, partly cloudy. It should be a mild evening. It should be another great evening, and then another beautiful day in store for us tomorrow with all of the rain out east. 78 tomorrow for us, mostly sunny. Should be a great day with those winds out of the northeast. And then tomorrow evening, not bad, 52, mostly clear. So light winds generally out of the south. 7-day forecast will reflect a little bit of a warming trend as we get closer to the weekend. 80 on Friday, 90 on Saturday, folks. Then we'll cool it down a little bit. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, a slight chance for an isolated shower Monday, Tuesday. ClickBigDeals.com, we do not have one. We'll have a great deal probably tomorrow, so if you haven't signed up, you need to sign up. And I'm sure we're getting new viewers every night because this little community is growing. Oh my
man,
goodness
isn't that
gracious.
the truth?
It is growing. So if you haven't signed up to Click Big Deals, you need to. You can save 50% or more on many, many great deals.
Well said, Bob. And one of the attractions around these parts, of course, are beautiful golf courses. And coming up after the break, we have golf tips right here on News Center 1.
Kickoff to savings is now during the model year closeout at Granite Buick GMC. Choose from the tri-state area's largest selection of GMCs with over 100 Sierras, Terrains, Canyons, Yukons, Duramaxes, and RMTs in stock. Get $10,000 in savings on GMC Sierras, plus get 0% for 60 months, 2 years maintenance, and our meet or beat guarantee. Don't miss the model year closeout on now at Granite Buick GMC.
Rock solid, drive granite.com.
It's one big tent sale and store-wide clearance at Fisher Furniture. We're clearing our floors and making room. The giant sales tent is up, and through Saturday at all 3 Fisher stores, you're gonna save big. No, you're gonna save so big. Under the tent and in the stores. Save on furniture, mattresses, appliances, and TVs. Get the guaranteed lowest prices in South Dakota, plus special 3 years interest-free financing inside all 3 stores. It's a big deal. The one big tent sale and store-wide clearance, but it ends Saturday at all 3 Fearless Fisher stores in Rapid City.
I chose Mid-Continent Business Solutions because you can't talk business without talking reliability. I need my people to show up every day on time. We stay as long as it takes to get things done. Mid-Continent works that way too. Their network is totally redundant, so the phones work. The internet works. Seriously fast, I might add. Every time. My patients rely on me. I need someone just as reliable. You guys are it.
Mid-Continent Business Solutions. Internet, phone, cable TV, and more.
Rushmore Honda is moving to our new location. We'd rather sell our inventory than move it. Buy a new 2015 Honda Civic LX sedan, just $18,995, and get 0.9 APR financing for 60 months. Or buy a new 15 Accord LX, $21,995, and get 0.9 financing for 60 months. Shop over 150 new Hondas available right now. Expect more, get more at Rushmore Honda. We're still open at 123 Omaha and always online at rushmorehonda.com.
Well, folks, it may be one of the most difficult shots in golf. Not for JR, though. The fried egg. He'll show you how to best handle this shot in tonight's JR's Golf Tips. Again, welcome, JR Golf Tips. I'm Bob Riggio. With me, JR Hamblett, the PGA golf professional here at Arrowhead. Another difficult shot out of the bunker, and that's the plug, lie, or the fried egg. Always known it as the fried egg.
Yeah, it's a tough shot, Bob. So the balls come in at a higher trajectory in a softer amount of sand, and the ball has finished in its pitch mark, so to speak. So ball's going to come out with no spin. You know, first of all, your expectations have to go way down on this shot. You're just trying to get this ball out of the bunker and on the green anywhere.
Before you talked about bouncing the club off of the sand. Here you don't do that.
Here you don't do that.
You really got to dig into it.
Here we want to be steeper. So we're going to set up to the ball, and we want to be a whole lot steeper and get the club going down into the sand, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and square up to the golf ball more so than I would on a normal bunker shot, and I'm going to shut that face down to the point where it's actually left of the hole, because that ball is going to come out real high and with no spin. So I'm going to come up in this neighborhood rather than being more shallow. So I'm going to get really steep with it, point the club left, and swing really hard, and that ball's going to come out of there. And, you know, like I said, your expectations got to be low. Ball could go long, could go short of the hole. You just want to get it somewhere on the green.
Is it the upslope of the sand that helps get the ball up in the air?
It's the fact that it's buried in the sand.
Yeah, so coming out, it's got to come up.
Yeah, so you're hitting down on it, and,
Right.
and in this game, hitting down on it makes it go up. Hitting up on it makes it go down. Okay?
Maybe that's what I've been doing wrong all these years. I don't know. All right, thanks a lot, JR.
You're
Appreciate
welcome.
it. All right, join us next week on JR's Golf Tips.
Life, a four-letter word that's loaded with adventure. And no matter how rocky the road is, or how rough the patch may be, there's always a way to ride through it in style. And with available dynamic torque control all-wheel drive, you can handle any adventure and look good doing it. Lease a new 2015 RAV4 for $219 a month, or get 0% APR financing for 60 months on a new 2015 RAV4. Explore your options at buyatoyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Synchrony Financial. Engage with a call center team that makes customers smile. Engage with a job where great benefits are only one of the benefits. Engage with us. We're now hiring for call center positions in Rapid City. Learn more and apply at synchronycareers.com. That's SYNCHRONY careers.com. Or text SYF12 to 90206. Again, text SYF12 to 90206. Engage with us.
Save big during Menards Made in the USA sale. Made in Burlington, Iowa, this 30-element TV antenna withstands tough outdoor conditions and is effective up to a 65-mile broadcast signal radius. $49.99. Storm windows are an easy project that can save you up to $26 per window each year. Check out our selection of Larson storm windows all on sale. Get this 24 by 39-inch window with energy-saving low-E coatings for $49.99.
Save big money at Menards.
Which truck brand do you think offers best-in-class HD towing, best V8 horsepower, and has Motor Trend's 2015 Truck of the Year?
Ram.
Chevy.
What do you think?
A Ford.
Here's the answer. That's the Chevy Silverado HD, the Chevy Silverado, and the Chevy Colorado.
Chevy.
It's Truck Month. Now qualified buyers get 0% financing for 60 months. Plus find your bonus tag and get $4,000 cash allowance on select Silverado 1500 crew cabs in stock.
See your Heart of the West Chevy dealer today.
Well, fall is officially started, and that, of course, means the start of fall activities. And an old favorite around here, of course, is the pumpkin patch at Canyon Lake United Methodist Church. A semi-truck arriving at the church today to unload 80,000 pounds of pumpkins. This pumpkin patch has been supplying the Rapid City community for 18 years and counting. Opening Saturday at noon, the patch is a perfect place to stop by and pick up some festive fall decoration.
All the little kids, starting Monday, groups of all the Head Start kids, daycares, etc., will come on tours in the mornings. And I get to show them the pumpkins and tell them about the pumpkins. And then they get a ride in our train. And that's why they come, is to ride in the train. And I just love working with those little kids.
And it certainly shows. The patch will be selling pumpkins until October 31st. I love this time of year, man. You see the kids stacking the pumpkins, and soon we're going to have crunchy leaves underfoot in places, and
I think
pretty good place to be.
One of my first live shots was at the pumpkin patch at that church.
Hard to forget. Yeah.
Oh my goodness!
Do they have the roasted pumpkin seeds already? For
Yeah,
you to try
they had that.
Jack-o'-lanterns,
and they even carved faces of the anchors, and they had me. They did a pretty good job. I thought it looked pretty good as a pumpkin.
That's quite. They capture your handsome visage, Bob?
Oh, they had the gray hair and the glasses, the whole thing. All right, there's that 7 day. 78 tomorrow, 80 on Friday, 90 on Saturday.
Have a great night.
The Honda For You sales event is happening now, and you could get a great deal on a 2015 Honda Civic. Our best Civic yet was named a KBB.com Best Buy and is the best-selling car in its class. The Civic is also loaded with standard features. So hurry into your Honda dealer today, and you could get a great deal on a 2015 Civic during the Honda For You sales event.
Your everyday banking should never interfere with your everyday life. Bank West puts you in control of your money, wherever you are and whenever you need it. Bank West. Convenient, connected, committed.
This homecoming, our Scotties take on the New Underwood Tigers. Join the following businesses in showing your team spirit.
Hoyle's Super Value wishes good luck to the Scotties.
Kennedy Implement says good luck in your academics and athletics.
Phillip Hardware says Scotties have their eye on the Tiger.
Good luck, Scotties, from Phillip Motors. Show your team spirit and cheer on your Scotties at homecoming September 25th at 7.
What makes Liberty Superstores a dealership for the people? People with more insight, more options, more respect, more heart. We eagerly serve the frustrated, the hardworking, the people. We believe everyone deserves to drive a nicer, newer car, and that's what makes us for the people. Liberty Superstores.